Okay, so let's have a look at how to use Bodmas for fractions. So Bodmas you've maybe seen written as bidmas, pemdas, pemdas, bedmas, lots of different things, but it's just the order of operations we do when we've got more than one kind of calculation. So for example, in this first question we've got an add and a multiply. And remember, Bodmas order is that we would do any brackets first, then I'm calling it other, but it really means powers and roots. Maybe bidmas with indices would be better. And then you divide, multiply, add, and subtract. Okay, add and subtract, remember we do kind of as a oneer at the end. Don't do all the addition first, then all the subtraction. Just work across the sum left to right. Okay, so let's have a look. So this first one's quite straightforward, and then the second one's kind of got a bit of everything. Okay, so out of adding and multiplication, multiplication comes first. So we're going to do that first. So we're just going to leave that 2/3 b and do this multiplication now. Having a look at this, we can simplify on the diagonal because 2 and 4 are both in the 2 times table. So if we divide them both by 2, we're left with a 1 and a 2. Okay, now we're just multiplying the numerators, multiplying the denominators. Well, 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 3 is 6. So I've got 2/3 add 1/6. Okay, now normally I would do multiply the first denominator, the 3 times 6 and the 6 by the 3. But we can be a bit clever. See, if I just did 3 times 2, I'd have a 6, I'd have a common denominator. And then I need to multiply this numerator as well. Okay, so for this first fraction now, I've got 4/6. Adding on my 1/6, altogether that's 5/6. 4 add 1 is 5. The denominator stays the same. And that's our answer. Okay, and we can't simplify that. Now let's try this next one that's got a bit more going on. Remember, of means times. Okay, I don't know if your maths teacher has like catchphrases, but I certainly say of means times. I've maybe said that 500 times in my life, who knows. Okay, so let's write down Bodmas because it's a Bodmas calculation. It's quite a common exam kind of question. Okay, so I've got 2/5 times 1.5 take away 2/3, and that's squared. So I need to deal with a bracket first. Let's just do a bit of working off to the side of the page here. So I've got 1.5 take away 2/3, keeping this working nice and neat. Okay, now I'm just going to make this top heavy because 1/2 is smaller than 2/3. Okay, so I'm going to kind of need to exchange that one anyway. So I've got 3/2 take away 2/3. Okay, and I'm going to multiply by the opposite denominators. So 2 times 3, 3 times 2. That will give me a common denominator. Now if I'm multiplying the bottom of a fraction by 3, I need to multiply the top as well. Same goes for the 2. If I multiply the denominator by 2, I better multiply the numerator by 2. Okay, so now I've got 9/6 take away 4/6. Okay, oh, and that's 5/6 again. Can you believe it? Okay, so now I'm just going to write my question. I've got that 2/5 times, and now in that bracket I've got 5/6, and I'm squaring it. Okay, now easy peasy, let's just do a bit more working. 5/6 squared just means 5/6 times 5/6, remember, multiplying it by itself. So top times top, 25, bottom times bottom, 36. Now, 25, remember we've been having a look at kind of, see if I can simplify it, I look at the prime factors. Well, the top is 5 times 5, so 5 is the only prime factor. 36 is not in the 5 times table, so I can't simplify that. Okay, so just keeping this working here. So I've got 2/5 times 25 over 36. Now there is a bit of simplifying I can do here on the diagonal. So 5 and 25 are both in the 5 times table. 5 divided by 5 is 1, 25 divided by 5 is 5. And 2 and 36 are both in the 2 times table. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 36 divided by 2 is 18, and then this is really nice and easy. 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 18 is 18. Now, 18 is not in the 5 times table, so this does not simplify. And we're done. Easy peasy.